In the fall of 2018, I made a video called How Much Do Roblox Developers Really Make? And in this video, I revealed how much some of the top developers make on Roblox. Since then, Roblox has created several different ways for you to monetize, additionally to the ones that they already had, such as game passes and dev products, as well as Roblox has changed how DevX works since then. DevX works a little bit differently now in 2020. Roblox has exploded in popularity, and because of that, many games have been getting significant more amount of players, such as Adopt Me, who just hit 1.6 million concurrent players just a couple weeks ago. And because of this, they've obviously been making more money. Hey, what's up guys, I'm Evan Bear One, and welcome to today's video. Today we're gonna be answering the question, how much do Roblox developers really make in 2020? So to answer the question of how much do Roblox developers actually make in 2020, you have to understand how they make money first. So there's a couple different ways. We have game passes, which are one-time purchase items. You just buy it once and it gives you something in the game, some sort of perk. Dev products, which are things that you can buy more than once. For example, like cash in simulator games, you can buy that more than once. There's also the third thing, which is a more recent thing. It's called premium payouts. Basically, how premium payouts work is, depending on how many Roblox Premium players you have, people who have Roblox Premium, you get a little bit of money just because there are premium players playing your game. And then the fourth possible way that developers can make money is through UGC. There aren't a lot of Roblox developers that are making games and doing UGC, but there are some. I'm in the UGC program personally through Video Stars, so it's a little different than full UGC, but I'm creating hats and different accessories on Roblox. That's what UGC is. Also, you can have VIP servers on your game where players are able to pay a certain amount of Robux, whatever the developer sets, and get their own designated server that nobody can join unless the actual player invites their friends or whoever to the game. So that's another way. And the last way is having your game set as paid access. So you have to actually pay to play the game. So then that being said, that's how they make Robux, but then how do they take that Robux and turn it into real money that you can spend on things like G Fuel or Robux using star code EB1? If you guys go to roblox.com/Robux and you guys use star code EB1, that gives me 5% of the money you spend. You can also then use that Robux to buy my UGC items. So we have both of those things in the description. Okay, I'm sorry. I had the opportunity, I'm sorry, okay? Back into the video. So then, of course, once you have the Robux, then what you can do is you can do something called Roblox Developer Exchange, or DevX. So this allows you to change your Robux into US dollars. So there are some requirements for DevX. You can't just DevX with your 500 little Robux there, right? So you have to have Roblox Premium. You have to have at least 100,000 Robux in your account. You have to have a verified email address. You have to have a valid DevX portal account, which the DevX portal account means that you apply for DevX. Like if you have the 100,000 Robux, you press the cash out button. They'll check your DevX, see if it's legit, and then they'll add you to DevX portal if they accept it. You have to be over the age of 13 and you have to be a community member in good standing, which means you haven't broken any Roblox rules or Roblox TOS. So that being said, once you have 100,000 Robux, like I have right now, this cash out button will appear. 100,000 Robux is $350. So then if I click the cash out button, it pops up with this, Developer Exchange, create games, earn money. So you fill out your information and then here's your Robux amount. You can just type in whatever. So if I want to DevX like 150,000 Robux, that will give me $525. And if anyone's wondering how much money you would get from DevXing a certain amount of Robux, but you don't actually have access to this yet, what you can do is pull up a calculator. Just type in your Robux amount. So I'll type in 150,000 times 0.0035. Now you guys aren't here to hear me talk about, DevX. You don't probably really care. You just want to know, how much money is Adopt Me making? So let's just tell you guys. So I have this plugin by Already Pro called Roblox Sales. And what this does is it allows me to see Game Pass revenue and paid access. So that plugin gives me this. Now this is only a portion of the actual money they're making off of games because there's dev products. We are not able to see how much money they're making off of dev products. That info is just not available. So we don't know how much they've made off of that, but we can get a minimum amount they've made because of the game passes. So if you check here, it says they've made 2.2 billion Robux, which if we hover over it, it'll tell us the estimated revenue is $7,768,425.50 just off of game passes. They probably made significant more amount of money from dev products. I would estimate minimum 3 million more from dev products, maximum 8 million more from dev products. So this is crazy, obviously. They've made well over $10 million off of a Roblox game. So now let's jump over to Welcome to Bloxburg, but this is a paid access game, which means not only do they have Game Pass sales, but they also have paid access sales. So they've made 2.3, almost 2.4 billion Robux just off of their Game Passes, which converts to $8,357,601.21 off of Game Passes, plus their sales of the game comes out to $1,072,615. So combined, $9,430,216.21 just from Game Passes and sales of the game. That's it. Now they've also made money from dev products, so it's even higher than that, but we can say with absolute certainty that $9,400,000 is at the minimum amount of money they have made off of this game. But the thing you need to realize is how much money they actually had in the fall of 2018 when I made the other video. 2.2 million US dollars from just game passes and paid access. In the fall of 2018, $2.2 million. It's only been about a year and 9 months since then. And they're at 9.4 now. So we're going to go ahead and subtract that number. They have made 7.19 or $7.2 million since I made that video a year and 8 months ago. Now we're going to do something really quick. I'm going to combine the revenue for the top 4 games on Roblox. Those would be Adopt Me, Welcome to Bloxburg, Royale High, and Jailbreak. I'm going to combine all of the money they've all made, and we're going to see how much money that is. So between the game passes on Adopt Me, Jailbreak, Royale High, and Bloxburg, plus Bloxburg's paid access, they have made $25,855,294.67. Now, plus they also have dev products. I'm just going to throw out an estimate here just based off of my knowledge of how dev products work, how much money most games make off of dev products. This number could be extremely high or extremely low, but we're going to say that from dev products, they've made 15 million additional dollars. Once again, I think I'm actually lowballing this number. I think it's actually significantly higher than this, but I'm just going to take a guess that that would be about right. So if we add that $15 million, that is...
So I accidentally said 40,000, so here's a voiceover of me saying it's supposed to be 40 million.
Now here's the thing where I bring you down. You're probably in the sense right now where you're like, oh, I need to become a Roblox developer. I'm going to start making millions of dollars. This is where I bring that down a little bit, bring you back to reality for a second. There are games on Roblox that do not have billions of place visits. In fact, it is the majority of games on Roblox. In fact, lots of games on Roblox haven't even made any money. They haven't even made enough to DevX. So let's talk about the smaller games on Roblox. Let's talk about the games that only have a couple million place visits, maybe games that are under 50 million, such as Adventure Up by Ready Set Play. So if we check here, they have 31.8 or 32 million place visits. They have 1,300 players right now playing the game. Now, this game does have dev products. You can buy credits in game, as well as I think they have a couple other things. We can kind of judge their dev product sales based off of their Game Pass sales. So let's check their Game Passes. Let's go to the store. This is a free game. It was paid access for a while. That is a good thing to mention. This was paid access, so they made some good money off of paid access. But they've made 9.5 or almost 9.6 million Robux. That converts to about $33,000. So based off of this, since they used to have paid access and then they have dev products, since they've made $33,000 from Game Passes and they only have 4 Game Passes, I would estimate they've made probably $70,000 or $80,000 off of the paid access plus their dev products. It could be even more. I would say maximum best case scenario, they've made $130,000 off of the game overall, which that's still a great amount of money. I mean, that's great. The game just came out several months ago, probably, I think it was December. So that's really good. I mean, it's $130,000. That's great. But that kind of does bring you back to reality just a little bit, because this is being split between 3 developers, Philip, Eric, or Polo P, and Michael. I actually know these 3 people. So for this next section, I actually interviewed Mr. Async, a Roblox developer. So I was on a Discord call with him, and here's kind of what we had to say, and he had to say about his analytics from his simulator game, Yardwork Simulator.
Obviously, Roblox games make a lot of different kinds of money. I was just wondering, like, if for one, I'd like to just use one of your games as an example, and then I just want to check myself. Like, okay, so Yardwork Simulator. If I go on here, I go to the store and see how much you sold for game passes. It tells me that you've made 13,295,618 Robux, which is about $46,000, a little over that.
Yep.
And then obviously there's dev products and...
Oh yeah. I know it grossed somewhere around 54,000 US dollars. That's how many Robux we actually earned as the group, and then payouts were made. And I think that was split between 3 developers. But even in total, and the game has about 7.6 million visits. So from there, yeah, we made about 54,000 US dollars. But we didn't get all of that because that was split between 3 of us. And after DevX, you don't make as much because of taxes.
Yeah.
And then I've made games after that. I've made 2 games after that have made barely $10,000 combined. So it just varies, you know. Like you can make one game and make a lot of money, and make another one and not make a lot of money. But I think just judging by your plugin and how accurate that was, you can get a pretty accurate reading of how much developers make. It's not easy to explain how much a developer makes because it changes every single day. But it's just based on the type of game, what products are offered, what the cost of those products are.
Yeah, definitely. And with that, like, people are gonna watch this video basically, and they're gonna think like, oh wow, I can make $1 million, next year by becoming a Roblox dev. Obviously, they're wrong. But would you say like, how for them to start as a Roblox developer, I think we can both agree on something. So I'll say it first and see what you have to say. But like, pretend that you're not making money because you're not, and make the game that you would want to play personally.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you're not interested in the game that you're developing, it's not going to be a good game, because if you're developing a game to what you like, there's obviously, number one, going to be people that like the same thing that you like, but you also know what you would want to add. And if you don't like the game that you're working on in a week, 2 weeks, you will not want to develop. And that's unfortunate because, a lot of people tend to put money over the quality of the games. And I think that that's not good. So to try to make sure that you're developing a game that you like is super important, and to also make sure that you're valuing gameplay over profits.
Now, unfortunately, I could not include the whole clip of this interview, so I will actually have another link with the entire interview. It's about 7 minutes long. I just didn't really have enough time to add it in this video, but if you want to watch that whole thing, there will be a link to that in the description.
So I hope this video gave you guys a little bit of insight on Roblox development, how much money you make, and kind of how the whole process of turning Robux into USD works. I also just want to say before I end the video, if you're wanting to become a Roblox developer, obviously listen to the things I said earlier, make a game you want to make. There's also a lot of channels on YouTube that help you, a lot of different resources on the internet that'll help you learn how to make Roblox games. My friend Alvin Blocks actually has a YouTube channel all about how to start scripting in Roblox and teaches you that. So I would really just recommend looking on the internet, use the Roblox wiki, use YouTube. It's really great, and happy developing. But of course, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure you guys press the like button right down below. Comment down below any other video ideas. If there's any questions you have about Roblox development, I can answer a lot of the questions. If I can't, I know a lot of people that do in the Roblox developer community. I will be going through the comments. I really want to know some Roblox development or Roblox related questions that you guys might have. So could make videos about that. Just let me know in the comments. Subscribe. We just hit 12,000 subscribers about a week ago. So thank you all so much for that. And thank you guys for watching the video. I will see you guys in the next one. See you guys later.